Zoom, you can hear me okay? Microphone's working okay? Okay. I was talking to a friend last night who is turning 80 in a couple of weeks. Nice, yes. And she said, there were four of us, she said, so what are your goals in life? She who's turning 80. And she said, my goal is to live as a better human, to work on my relationship, she's in a long-term relationship, to work on my relationship, and to experience more happiness. And so we went around the room and we shared goals for life. And I realized that the goal that I had is outdated and needs to be revised. But I thought, what a beautiful thing to be turning 80 and to have goals for your life. To continue to want to grow and become, and not to just settle for same old, same old. And it reminded me of this beautiful quote from John O'Donohue, who some of you may be familiar with. He was a priest for a long time, but he was a very spiritual, deep thinker, philosopher, Irish man, and he wrote a book of blessings. So a blessing for a new day, a blessing for a marriage, a blessing for a death, a blessing for a new job, a blessing for, you name it, he blessed it. But this is just part of his blessing for waking up. And for me, the first and the last lines were the most pertinent and relevant to the conversation that we had about goals and continuing to grow in life. So he wrote, I give thanks for arriving safely in a new dawn. And I thought right there, okay, we had COVID, we had like this mess of a vacation. I give thanks for arriving safely in a new dawn. Like, we are here. That's enough. I give thanks for arriving safely in a new dawn, for the gift of eyes to see the world, the gift of mind to feel at home in my life, the waves of possibility breaking on the shore of dawn, the harvest of the past that awaits my hunger, and all the furtherings this new day will bring. All the furtherings. And I was thinking, furtherings, sometimes like in my head, furthering means do it harder, do it better, do it longer, do it with more effort. But in yoga, we learn that furthering is furthering, and not necessarily only in one direction. The furthering might mean setting a goal for life at 80. Furthering might mean doing more child's pose because that's what this body that was sick needs. Furthering is just the way in which we choose to live, that we continue to grow. Which doesn't always mean doing the harder, faster, better approach. That's not always growth. Sometimes that's stuck. So, as we do our practice this morning, I invite you to further in your practice, which doesn't mean doing the hardest, strongest, longest hold. It means becoming, to my mind, it means to become more present, more aware, so that we know what we need on this beautiful dawn, that we are grateful for the fact that we are here on the planet, let alone in the studio or on Zoom. So let's practice. So take a good steady seat. And if you have a goal for your life, bring it to mind. And if you don't, notice maybe something will just pop up, and maybe not, maybe something to think about later. I think it's a wonderful thing to have some direction. And if that direction is just to spend more time being happy, that's what I'm going for. She seconds that. Right. So close your eyes and just settle into your practice yourself today, to this dawn, this moment. Then begin to deepen your breath. Deep, long breaths in. Slow, smooth breaths out. Just inviting yourself to be here now. And set an intention for how you will further yourself in your practice this morning. And joining your palms in front of your heart, we'll chant 3 ohms, invocation 3 times, and another om. Taking a breath. To this dawn, bow your head. And lifting your head, open your eyes. All right, we are going to start seated. It would be important that you are familiar with the person on your right and your left. So if you would please introduce yourselves if you have someone. And then please extend your right leg out to the right onto the person's mat to your right. Right leg to the right. So if you're by the wall, you can just shift over away, shift forward and back so you've got space, and it's fine if your leg really goes out to the right. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to work with a particular alignment principle this morning called internal rotation or inner spiral. Some of you are familiar, some of you are not. So I'm just going to stand up and show you. for those who are not. So an internal rotation of your leg does this. An external rotation of your leg does this. You with me? In towards the midline, out away from the midline. So you've taken your leg out to the side, and because of how we are physiologically and culturally molded, probably your foot's pointing a little bit more out to the side, to the left, which is external rotation. To the right, thank you. So we're going to manually, meaning using your hands, internally rotate. So those of you who know what you're doing, pause for a second. Just so we all do it together. Everybody, half the room just already did it. So the left hand is going to go to the right inner thigh, and the right hand is going to go to your butt cheek. And you're going to do two things at once, the inner thigh down and the sit bone out to the side. So the whole thing is rolling wide and internally. So you're using your hands, you're moving the hip and the thigh bone at the same time. Good. So you're going to do that without moving your foot. So your right foot's going to stay put, and you're going to move the thigh bone and the hip with your hands wide. Excellent. Then fingertips on the floor in front of you, hinge straight ahead. So not to the right, but straight ahead towards me. You can go ahead and lean forward. Yeah. I will sit down and demonstrate, but for the moment, you just go ahead. And you should feel, I would like you to feel a stretch in the adductor muscles, which are the inner thigh muscles. So we have all these muscle groups in the legs. The adductors are add, like you add two things together, adductors, and they pull the legs together. Abductors pull the legs apart. So we're focusing on the adductors, which pull the legs together, but we're not pulling the legs together. We're just rolling the inner thigh down. The leg is firm, and you feel a stretch, hopefully, there. Now, you may find that your right buttock has decided to disconnect. So the internal rotation that we did with our hands is balanced with an external rotation. So your one leg is doing both actions at the same time. We start with the internal rotation, which we did, and then with your, not hands, but just with your awareness, pull your right buttock down towards the floor. So it's as heavy as the left. Take another breath. And then inhale, sit up out of the forward bend. Take your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you on the floor, and twist to your left. Twist your torso to your left. Keep your head from pulling forward, so head right on top of the spine. Add a little baby back bend to your upper back. And then notice if your right buttock has once again disconnected. Yeah, then just heavy it down. So we're furthering here our awareness of alignment for how we do the pose. Inhale, come back to center. And now turn to face your right leg. One hand on either side of the leg. And we are going to bend forward, and you will probably feel this more in the back of your leg, the hamstring muscle group, rather than the inside edge, but maybe still a little bit on the inside edge. So lift up through your spine. And press your right heel down into the floor so that you're not pushing down into your knee, but your right calf muscle is engaged. One furthering. If you look at the top of your right foot, if it's very tense, see if you can extend and soften it a little bit so you've got an even engagement. So you're not pointing, because then you're tensing the back of the sole of the foot. So we're looking for balance. Maybe just pressing the big toe forward a little bit more. 3 deep breaths. Practicing being present furthering ourselves into awareness. With your next inhalation, sit all the way up. Switch your legs. So into the personal space of the person on your left. If you're at the wall or the door, make sure you have enough room by shifting yourself into the personal space of the person on your right. And then a manual inner spiral. So right hand to the inner thigh, left hand to the sit bone. To moving together, both hands, inner thigh in, sit bone out wide. Firm the leg. Fingertips directly in front of you, working to stretch the adductors first. So you're not going over your right leg, you're going towards me, Susan B. Yeah. So we're doing 2 forward bends. The first one is adductors, the second one is hamstrings. Lift up through your spine and hinge forward, keeping your left buttock where? Planted on the ground. Present. So I notice in the course of my day that I get so distracted by my phone, primarily. And when that happens, I disconnect from my real life that is happening here and now. And so this is an opportunity to just be present in this dawn with your body and your breath, to further your life in this way of presence. The next inhalation, sit yourself upright, twist to your right. Left hand, right knee. Right hand behind you, buttock heavy, breath full. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Inhale to untwist, and now frame your left leg. Engage the muscles, press the left heel down, lift up through your spine, and hinge forward over your left leg. Enjoy your breath. If your mind starts to wander, sweetly bring it back. Remind it, here is my life, right here, right now. And practice presence. Two more breaths. And with the next inhalation, lift yourself back up. And keeping the right leg as it is, cross the left leg in front. This is called Sukhasana, the easy pose, air quotes, easy pose. Yeah. Then pull the flesh of the buttocks diagonally out to the side. That's a shortcut to internal rotation. Fingertips in front of you on the floor, hinge forward. Notice if there's a bit of stretch in the hips, particularly the left hip. So really do a short stance. So the knees are not wide, they're short, compact, the crosses at the shins. It'll give you more access to the hip. Take one more breath. Sit all the way up. Switch the cross. Again, a short, narrow cross, spine long, and hinge forward. And breathe. And inhale, bring yourself up. Okay, please come to all fours, hands and knees. Spread out your fingers wide on your mat. And take a few cat-cow breaths, arching and rounding your back, moving with your breath. You're welcome to put a blanket under your knees if that's more comfortable. The arms stay strong and steady. And the interesting that's happening as you move your back is that your legs all by themselves are doing more internal or more external rotation. So when we arch the back and lift the head and look up, is that more internal or external?
That's right.
So think about it. So what's happening when you arch your back? Is this happening? That's internal. That's external. Internal. External. So when you arch your back, it's more internal. That is the correct answer. And when you round your back, it's more external. So one more time with your breath. Okay, and then come to a neutral back and just look towards me for a moment. So we're going to lift into a half down face dog, and we're going to do a big internal rotation of the legs. So if you can't see me, stand up on your knees or whatever. So here's the half dog pose. Now I'm going to do three things. I'm going to soften and relax, even though you're all watching me. I'm going to engage my leg muscles so I can move my bones. And then I'm going to internally rotate with my leg muscles. So watch what happens in my thighs and my back. The inner thighs go back and wide, and the spine gets extension. So I'm going to do it again. So I firm. I roll my inner thighs back and wide. Do you see what's happening in my low back when I do that? And then I can extend more. So if I were standing up, it would look like this. The inner thighs are going back and wide. So it's this action, but just using my muscles. Just using muscles. You want to try that? So come to all fours. Breath. Half dog pose, the knees are bent a lot. Firm the muscles of the legs. And then roll the inner thighs back behind you and wide. And see if you can feel the low back curving in more extension through your spine. And just keep the knees bent and work extension in your spine. Longer and longer and longer. Further that extension. Take one more breath. Good. Exhale, bend the knees, come down. Sit back to child's pose. Take some weight off your hands. Take a few deep breaths. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Very good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again, and from there we'll move into a full dog pose. So place your hands firmly. Take a deep breath in. Soften as you breathe out. Lift your knees and hips, keep your knees bent. Firm your legs, squeeze the feet towards each other without moving them. Then roll the inner thighs back and wide and get more extension through your spine. Keep that as you straighten your legs. And then perhaps pedal your feet. Move the way you want to move. Enjoying your breath. One more breath. And exhale, bring the knees back down to the floor. Step your right foot forward to a lunge. Pad the left knee as needed. Bring your hands up onto your right knee. Firm the left leg. Roll the left inner thigh back and wide. Bend the right knee deep. Come out of that deep bend. And then bend again. Furthering with each lunge. Keep your torso upright, so it's just the pelvis and the lower body that's deepening. Knee coming forward. Inhale, come back up one more time. And then exhale, bend and hold. Bend and hold. Sweep your arms to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Joan, let's just let it be. Are you allergic?
I'm allergic.
Okay. Switch the legs.
Here.
We've had them here 3 times this week
Really?
to deal with them. Yeah. All right, we're lunging, we're breathing, we're being present. The next time you come to your deep lunge, lift the arms to the sky. One more breath. And exhale, step back. And we're going to switch legs one more time. So right leg forward. Lift the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, lunge and twist to the right, opening the arms wide to the sides. Inhale, untwist, arms up, come out of the lunge. Exhale, go deeper into the lunge, and again, twist to the right, same side. Inhale, come out of the lunge, breathe in. And last time, exhale, twist and hold. Take your right hand to your right back pocket. Pull your right back pocket down. I know you don't have a pocket, I meant metaphorical pocket. And then lift the left arm to the sky. Add a little back bend, breathe in. Bring yourself all the way up and switch the legs. Lift up the arms. Exhale, lunge. Twist left. Inhale, untwist, arms up, come out of the lunge. Exhale, deepen the lunge, twist left. Inhale, come back up. And last time, exhale, twist left, hold. Left hand to your left back pocket. This is external rotation. Pull the hip down, lift the right arm up, add a little baby back bend. Beautiful. Breathe in. Come out of the lunge. Bring your hands to the floor. Step the left knee back. Anchor into your hands, curl your toes under. We're going to do the half dog pose again. So lift the knees and the hips. Tone the inner thighs. Roll them back and wide. Get more extension through your spine. And then straighten your legs. Take a deep, full breath in. Long breath out. Step your feet forward. Move your blanket out of the way. Hands on the shins or on blocks. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms to the sky, stretch up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then just pause with gratitude for this day, for this breath, for the gift of movement, and for the furthering that our awareness will bring to our experience of the day. We're going to be turning sideways for Warrior 2 and Prasarita, but before you do, I want to show you how we're going to do Warrior 2 with the internal and external rotation. So, the back leg is going to do more internal rotation. This is the back leg. The front leg is going to do more external rotation. So, we can do it with the both hands. One hand to the inner thigh, one hand to the sit bone. And just like we did when we were seated, it's this movement. So it's this, turning, but it turns and it goes back. So it doesn't turn and the hip jet forward. It turns and everything goes back and wide. The front hips, I'm just going to show that from the back. Like that. The front hip then is going to add balance by doing external rotation, which is like that. It's like pulling the back pocket down. It's what would turn the leg out, but we're not going to move the foot. And if this all just feels like it's a little over your head, that's okay too. Just further with me a little bit. So please turn to face the windows, take a wide stance. Turn the right foot 90 degrees out. Organize your stance and then bend the right knee. And then take a softening breath. Then engage the muscles of the legs. And with your two hands to your back leg, one hand to the inner thigh, one hand to the outer hip, widen. Rotate and widen. Then bring your torso back up. And with your awareness, or with your right hand, scoop your right hip down and under, like you're tucking in the corner of a sheet around a mattress. The pelvis is facing the long edge of the mat. Brigitte. Yeah. So all of that's happening without turning the shape of the pose. Open the arms, turn the gaze out over the right fingertips, and breathe. Deep, full breaths. And then the last point, the last step is to extend. Is to say, here's my day. Here's the day. It's got COVID in it. It's got Warrior 2 alignment in it. It has wasps in it. It has whatever in it. And you extend into the day. Because we know what the alternative is. Take another breath. Stretch the right leg straight. Firm the muscles so you're not locking into the knee. Right hand down to the shin, left arm to the sky. So triangle pose. Right hand to the right leg. Right, right. Left arm to the sky. And then breath. An extension out into the day. To live, to grow, to further, to become, endlessly becoming whatever it is you want to become more of. Push down into the feet. Inhale yourself all the way up. Release the arms down, parallel the feet. And before we turn to the second side, just give yourself a pause, a moment to breathe, to be. And then turn out the left foot. Open up the arms. Bend the left knee, Warrior 2. And then with both hands to your right leg, roll the inner thigh in, pull the sit bone out wide. And then the front leg, pull the sit bone down. Pelvis faces the long edge of the mat, shoulders the long edge of the mat, and then turn the gaze to the left. Katie, bend the left knee more if you can. Yeah. And settle into your breath. Being present here in your pose, warrior pose. Take one more breath. Very nice on Zoom, everyone. Straighten the left leg. Trikonasana, left hand to the shin, right arm to the sky. Without using your hands, roll the right inner thigh back and wide. Scoop the left hip down and under more. Extend yourself a little further. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. Lower the arms, parallel the feet. Now we're going to bend forward, so stagger left and right with the person in front of you. Lift up through your spine, reach up your arms, and exhale, fold forward and down, fingertips to the floor. Firm the legs. With the feet parallel, turn your feet in a little. Yeah. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Just using your muscles. Robin, go a little bit wider with your feet, please. Yeah, that's good, Donna. Take one more breath. Put your big toes down. Yeah. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Stretch your arms up. Exhale your hands into your heart. Look towards me for a moment. So we're going to bend forward again. We're going to go to the right. Notice how my left hip has fallen over to the right a little bit. So I'm going to do more of that internal rotation on my left leg, the inner thigh back and wide to pull the left hip to the left to create balance and keep it there as the torso goes to the right. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. Feet parallel. Exhale, bend forward, fingertips to the floor. Firm the legs. Walk the hands over to the right. You can hold your right leg with one hand or both hands or no hands. And then bring your awareness to your left leg. The inner thigh of the left leg. Press it wide and back to the left. Wide and back to the left. So you're bringing balance to your pelvis. Right leg is straight. A little bit more, Bruce. Left leg back. Left hip back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe you're a little too wide. Yeah. Take one more breath. Yeah, good. And then walk your hands over to your left. And then press the inner right thigh back and wide to the right. Yeah, good, Katie. And breathe. Even more, Susan. Right hip back to the right. Good. A little bit more, Robin. Right hip back. Can I touch you? Yeah. Yeah, good, Robin. Keep working. Take one more breath. Straight, strong legs. Walk your hands back to center and pressing down into your feet. Bring yourself all the way up. Reach your arms to the sky. Catch your right wrist. Side bend to your left. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Switch the clasp. Side bend to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Step the feet together. Shake out your legs. Take a breath. And please turn back to face towards the front of the room, towards me. And we're going to set up the blanket in the middle of the mat for the knees and one block at the top of the mat. And we're going to step the right foot onto the mat. And if you want, you can use the other block for stabilizing, or you can have the hand on the knee. So this is just an added assistance if needed. So right foot on the block, left knee down. We're furthering. Ready to further? Lengthen through your spine. Tone the left inner thigh, roll it back and wide. Scoop the tailbone down, low belly up. Lunge. Deep. Come out of the lunge. Option, arms up, lunge. Twist right. Inhale, come out of the lunge, untwist. One more time, lunge deep. Twist right. Untwist. Curl your left toes under. Push strongly down into your right foot and lift your left knee. Now if you need to do that with your hands on the floor, you can do it with your hands on the floor, or do it without your hands on the floor. Or you can do it with your hands on your thigh, or do it without your hands on your thigh. Take a deep breath in, stretch all the way up and out. Very slowly lower the front knee to the mat. You can always put your hands down and then release, step the right foot back. So we have all different knee situations in the class. So if you're having a knee situation, this is what I would do, is I would push down into the block to lift up the knee. So there's less force going into the knee. If you can do it without bringing your hands down, it's very strengthening. So furthering is what is right for you. Once you've got up, if you're coming back down and you feel like you're just going to plop, put the hand down so that you can lower with control. Okay. Left foot on the block. Breath. Gratitude for this dawn that you woke up to this morning. Lunge deep, arms up. Twist left. Untwist, come out of the lunge. Inhale. Exhale, lunge and twist. Inhale, come out. Exhale, lunge and twist. Come back out. Okay, we're going to lift. So if you need to bring your hands down, bring your hands down. Curl the toes under. Back knee up. Yeah, nice, Susan. Stretch the arms, stretch the heart. Well done. We're going to come down. So if you need hands to come down, come down. Slow. And release. Step the left foot back. A reminder that the purpose of the practice is not to be able to lift your knee up and down off the floor. The purpose of the practice is to bring more presence and awareness to how we live. We're going to do the same thing again.
I think it's more difficult for me with the blocks.
It is more difficult with the blocks.
Oh.
That's why we're furthering. The blocks are furthering us. Yeah, so if the block that is not working for you, then don't do it with take the blocks out and don't do it with the blocks. There's another option. Okay, any questions, thoughts before we go to the first side again? Can't wait to do it? Yes, okay. We are furthering. And sometimes the furthering is saying no, is setting a boundary to keep yourself safe. Furthering means whatever it needs to mean. Right foot forward onto the block, if you're using a block. Lunge, arms up. Come out of the lunge, breathe in. Breathe out, lunge and twist. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, lunge and twist. Untwist. Left knee up. Twist. Untwist. Left knee down, slowly. Arms down. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Arms up, breathe in. Exhale, lunge deep. Unlunge. Lunge and twist. Inhale, come out. Exhale, lunge and twist. Inhale, come out. Right knee up. Twist left. Untwist. Right knee down. Arms down. Left foot back. Blocks off to the side. Child's pose. Sit back. Gather in. At last, she says. At long last. And take a few breaths here. Greeting yourself. Greeting this dawn. Your next inhale, sit up, move the blankets off your mat, lie down on your back, feet towards me. Hands behind the head. Hover the feet up off the floor and then tip tap your feet. Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. Little tip taps. Exhale, lift your head, shoulders, and chest as you tip tap. Inhale, put them down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Tip tapping. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. One more. Exhale, lift. And inhale, down, head down, feet down. Take a deep breath. So we're going to tip tap again, and then we're going to pull both knees to both elbows. So the right knee to the right elbow, the left knee to the left elbow, and then we're going to put the head down and tip tap. So it'll be like that, and tip tapping. So begin to tip tap. Elbows to knees, touch, and tip tap. Head down. Elbows to knees, tip tap. Get as close as you can. Elbows to knees, tip tap. Elbows to knees, tip tap. Two more. Elbows to knees, tip tap. Elbows to knees. Everything down. Take a breath. We're going to do right elbow to left knee and then left elbow to right knee. Tip tap. Right elbow to left knee, pull in, touch. Go back to tip tapping, head down. Left elbow to right knee, touch, tip tap. Right elbow, left knee, tip tap. Left elbow, right knee, tip tap. And one more time. Right elbow, left knee, tip tap. Left elbow, right knee. Tip tap, head down, feet down. Release your arms, hands to your belly. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in deep and long. Breathe out slow. One more breath. Good. Roll over to your right side. Bring yourself back up to all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Cat-cow. Arching and rounding. Feel the pelvis moving, the inner thighs rolling wide and then narrowing in. Rolling wide as you arch, internal rotation. Narrowing in as you press your spine to the sky, external rotation. Internal, external. One more breath. Coming to a neutral back. Stretch your right arm forward. Stretch your left leg back, toes on the floor. Lift from the left inner thigh, the leg up, so that you keep the internal rotation. The toes are pointing down, not out to the left. And then touch elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, touch elbow to knee, make contact. Inhale, extend out. Touch elbow to knee. Extend out, hold. Bring the right hand back down. Bring more awareness to your left leg. Do more internal rotation to level the pelvis. And then press through your leg, straight out through your foot. So the knee is straight, the leg is extending as far back as it can. And then exhale, bend the left knee back to the floor. Stretch the left arm forward. Stretch the right leg back. Elbow to knee underneath. And extend. And pull in. And extend. And pull in. And extend. Last time, pull in. Extend and hold. Bring the left hand down. Do more internal rotation of your right leg, leveling the pelvis. And then from the core of your pelvis, push back. Push out through the leg. Grow it longer out of your hip. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right knee back down. Okay, stretch the left leg up and back again, automatically doing that internal rotation. Left leg back and up. Then pull your shoulders forward, bend your elbows, lower halfway down, and stretch the arms straight, shift the hips back. Hips forward, bend the elbows, and lift back and up. And one more time, shift forward, bend the elbows, shift back and up, lower the left leg, right leg, back and up, internal rotation. Exhale, lean forward, bend the elbows, and inhale, back and up. Exhale, lean forward, bend the elbows, back and up. Last time, forward and down, back and up, right knee down. Half dog pose. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Get more extension through your spine. Straighten the legs. 3 deep breaths. Just being present in the pose. Walk your feet forward up to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthening your spine forward. Exhale and fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, stretch up. And exhale your hands into your heart. Release your arms by your sides. Connect to your breath. I'm going to do a standing balance, so if you need to hold on to something, please move yourself to where you have something to hold on to that's not the person on your right or your left. Right hand on your right hip. Firm the muscles of the right leg, strong and steady. Pull the left knee up and with your hand catch your knee, left knee. externally rotate your left leg, knee out to the side. Bring the knee back to center. Release it down. Switch the hands. Switch the focus to the left leg to be the standing leg. Pull the right knee up, catch the front of the knee. Open the knee to the right. Bring it back to center. And exhale, release. So we're going to do what we just did. Just watch for a second. So that's external rotation. Then we're going to place the foot. Now I know I'm going to place my foot on my inner thigh. I know that's not available to all of you, but this is what the foot's going to do. It's going to do not a manual, but a footal internal rotation. So the foot is going to roll the right inner thigh back. So my foot's doing this. I'm doing this with my hands, but I'm going to do it with my foot. Now, if your foot doesn't go up here, then you put your foot wherever it goes, and you use your awareness to create that same action without your foot. So first, external rotation with the leg. Tree pose, use the foot to do internal rotation on the standing leg. Ready? Okay. Connect to your breath. Soften. Firm your legs. Right hand to your hip or to hold on. Lift up the left knee, catch the foot. Catch the knee. And then external rotation. Open the knee to the side. Keep it there. And place the foot wherever you place your foot for tree pose. And then either use your foot or just your muscles to roll the right inner thigh back and wide. But as you're pressing the thigh wide, keep the hip hugging into the midline. Hands to your heart. Arms to the sky. 3 deep breaths. Furthering with awareness, with alignment. When you finish the 3rd breath, release your arms and release your left foot. Shake out your legs. Set up for the 2nd side, left hand to the hip. Take in a breath. Firm the left leg. Bend up the right knee, catch the knee. External rotation. Place the foot. Left leg internal rotation. Balanced with the external rotation. Hands lower, hands high as you wish. 3 breaths. Present here. When you're done the 3rd breath, release the arms, release the leg. Well done. Hands to your heart. Sweep your arms forward and up to the sky. Bend forward and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale and fold in. Inhale again to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And one more breath, lengthen and fold. Step both feet back, down face dog. Bend the knees, roll the inner thighs back and wide, get more extension through your spine. Re-straighten your legs. Plank pose, breathe in, knees up or down. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower yourself to the ground. Flip to the shoelace side of your feet, and then do that same action with your legs. Firm the legs, roll the inner thighs up towards the ceiling and wide. Then lift your head, shoulders, and chest. Pull your sit bones down towards your heels. Draw your heart a little bit more forward with gratitude for this day. Deep breath in. And exhale back to child's pose. Sit back on the heels. Enjoy a deep breath. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out. One more breath. Breathing in, sit yourself up. We're going to lie down on the back, feet extended towards me. Have your strap handy. And we're going to be moving from there into Shavasana, so if you need to organize your space or your person in any way, please do so. Settle onto the floor. Zena, move a little bit away from the door because you're going to need to take your leg out to the side. Let's move a little closer to Susan. All right. Take the strap around your right foot and extend your right leg to the ceiling. Firm the leg, firm the muscles, spread the toes, do a little internal rotation, the inner thigh rolling back towards the front of the room. Then add the left leg also straight up but not in the strap. But it's mirroring the right leg. Take both straps in the right hand. Without changing anything about your left leg, open the right leg to the right. Try to keep both sides of the pelvis anchored. Right leg to the right, to your right. Left leg straight up. Left leg straight up, right leg to your right. Into the personal space of the person beside you. Amory, move more towards Brigitte so you've got more room. Yeah. Maybe you too, Robin. Inhale, bring the leg back up to center and lower the left leg to the floor out on your mat in front of you. Stretch a little bit more deeply into the hamstrings. And then take the straps in the left hand, open the right arm out to the right and twist, rolling onto the pinky edge of your left foot. Take the right leg across and extend out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, turn your belly, your lungs, your heart more to the right. Inhale, bring the leg back up to center. Lift the left leg back up to the sky and then switch the feet so the left foot's in the strap. Right leg strong, vertical. Straps in the left hand. Open the left leg to the left. Adductor stretch. Left leg to the left. Right leg is your stability, your balance. Inhale, bring the left leg back up to center. Lower the right leg to the floor. And stretch the hamstrings of the left leg, the back of the leg. Take the straps into the right hand, left arm out to the side, roll onto your outer right hip and draw the left leg across. And then turn your deep inside softness from right to left. Inhale, bring the leg back up to center. Lift up the right leg again. Put both feet in the strap. Hold the strap with both hands. Keep your pelvis on the floor, but draw your legs overhead any amount. Roll the inner thighs back and wide. Keep your low pelvis on the floor. Push and spread your toes. Press up into the strap. Pull with your hands down on the strap to give you resistance to push into. Take one more breath here. Come out of the forward bend. Keep the legs up. Remove the strap. Happy baby pose. Bend the knees. Catch the pinky edges of the feet or hold the back of the thighs. Rock gently from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest. Embrace yourself this day. Roll to your side, sit up. Join the soles of your feet together. Take your 2 blocks, one under each knee, and then lie back down. Rest both hands lightly on your belly. And breathe in, expanding your belly, then your ribs, then your chest. Breathe out first from your chest, then your ribs, and then your belly. Breathe in deep, belly, ribs, chest, and breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. Sorry. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest, and breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. Take a few more breaths at your own pace. When you complete the next breath, move into Shavasana, stretching out your legs, stretching out your arms, allowing your breath to resume its natural rhythm. Close your eyes. to your breath. Allow a deep, long breath to flow in. Breathe out long and slow. Breathe in deep. Greeting this day, breathe out slowly. Gently move your fingers and your toes, awakening your body, bending your knees, curl over to your side and rest there. And slowly help yourself up to sitting. And joining your palms in front of your heart. Offer your gratitude for this day, for this dawn that has arrived, that you have arrived at. For all the possible furtherings that are available to each of us as we move through the day. We'll chant one Om to celebrate how we have furthered in our practice today. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for furthering with me today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye soon, friends. See you soon.
Hey everybody.
Bye, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Take care.